Good morning, it's day 41 on the PCT. I'm back on the trail. Just got away from the Olali camp. There's a lot of hikers camped there, so didn't want to talk while people were sleeping. I'm not the first one up. I got up at, I'll set my alarm for 4:30. Got up right away, took care of my stuff, had a breakfast, and headed out about 5:30. But when I got up at 4:30, there were two hikers, SOBOs of course, who'd already left camp before 4:30. So, goals. Maybe I can learn from them. People going northbound who already have 2,000 miles under their feet. They got it dialed in. A lot of burn scar. I guess it's mostly burn scar for the next 6 miles. And then I'll be in and out of burn scar most of the day. Hiking in a burn scar, you don't have shade because the forest canopy is burned away, as you can probably see. So I want to get as much of this done in the early part of the day before it gets too warm. The sun is chasing me. Not quite chasing me. Where is it? There it is. It's behind me at the moment. That would be southeast. I'm generally heading south, but the trail winds around a lot. Anyway, I'll be putting my sunscreen on in a little bit. See, there's some live trees down there. I see patches of green, but a lot of burn. And there is Jefferson with some snow on it. Okay, so this is encouraging. I'm heading towards that mountain, Mount Jefferson, in Jefferson Park. And between here and there, from what I can see, a little bit more green than burn. I gotta be a little careful walking because it's all rocks in this section. On those occasions when another hiker or tourist has offered to take a picture of me, which has been several instances at least on this hike, I noticed they always choose vertical and the portrait. And I have to remind them, like, could you also take a horizontal picture? Because that's the way I like it. That's what I'm used to. That's what these videos are. But I was thinking about whether it's just a bias of cinema and old school film technique that I and many people prefer the landscape version. But then I realized, I was thinking today, as I'm deciding to share some more stuff on Instagram, which I've been neglecting, is that the landscape, I think, is not only an old school bias, I think it's a natural bias. Because I think, from my experience, is that, for example, we have better peripheral vision left and right rather than up and down. And why would that be? Well, there might be more than one reason. I'm no specialist in the eye, human eye, but I do know that human eyes are, most of us have two of them, and they're usually, if not always, arranged horizontally. So we have a left eye and a right eye, not an up eye and a down eye. So the left eye and the right eye give us a widescreen view of the world. So that just seems more natural. And just seems weird when people do the portrait cell phone pictures. But maybe that's just me. I think there might be a few snow traverses today and at least one snow bridge that I have heard about and read about. That will be in the valley up ahead. I'm not quite at the peak here. First snow traverse in Oregon. This is looking back the way I came. A bit more snow as I approach the peak. Peak is about 0.2 miles. Might just go around this one. Okay, coming up on the final push to the summit. Okay, it's 10:45. Here's a sign. I've got 10 miles in. It says campfire is prohibited. PCT hikers with long distance permits only, that's me, are not permitted to camp at Jeff Park or Shale Lake. That's okay. Here's the way I came. Only 10 miles in, so I'm not camping for hopefully another 20 miles or so. I think we're coming up on a view here. There's a cairn. Usually that means this is the way to go. There's Jefferson. I think there is camping permitted in those two locations, but it's not included in your PCT permit. Probably because it's reserved camping only or something, or just to limit the impact of PCT hikers, since there are thousands of PCT hikers coming through. Wow, look at this. Nice view, especially of Jefferson. Better watch where I'm stepping, because this is what it looks like. Okay, this is Russell Creek, and this is where the treacherous snow bridge is. You can see it's starting to give way. It looks more solid below that break, and that's where most people have been crossing. So I'm going to check it out, see if it looks sturdy enough. Otherwise, there is a chance of doing a rock hop up here and maybe making my way somehow down to the trail. Here's a closer look. There's a lot of rocks supported on that ice. Some pretty heavy ones too, but supported for how long, I don't know. Okay, successfully made it across. I crossed below that break there, and then came back up here. So I think I earned myself some experience points leveling up. This is Shale Lake. Shale Lake is permit camping only, and the PCT permit doesn't cover it. So for the next couple of miles, there's no camp spots. I'm aiming for a spot with a view in about 3 miles. It's about 6:30 now, so I should be able to make it. Hopefully it's not completely taken, but this is a nice little lake. I can see why people would want to camp here. about 7:45, and I'm about half a mile from the tent site I'm hoping to camp at. It's supposed to have a good view and possibly a lot of bugs. Now, it's quite possible that all the camp spots are taken. Two of the people I was hiking with, two other SOBOers, are ahead of me. They were aiming for the same spot, so I think that's 2 tent spots taken. So here's sunset, camp spot. Let's see what's the view out here. Okay, and there's Jefferson.